Anna's parents also used to do that to her.
Still do that to her. What are you talking about?
Mm.
That was like a yeah.
Wallace is sad. Would you like to play Wallace?
Isn't Wallace a collie?
He's a Sheltie.
That's not a thing, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Tyler just like, I don't like that name. I'm just gonna say it doesn't exist.
We successfully bred a bulldog with a Shih Tzu. We called it a bullshit.
I'm gonna use this opportunity while he's loading in to read my mail. I had to listen to Anna squeaking a fucking toy.
Why don't you want to play? Why don't you want to play with me?
Far apart but always connected, Benjamin Hancock. Dear Sam, thanks again for all your help. The Chiral printer's working like a dream, and it kind of feels like one too. Seeing all these new buildings popping up out here, it hasn't solved all our problems, of course. The nearby wasteland's still crawling with BTs, but now we can obtain a good chunk of our supplies via the network. They can't interfere with that. To think we're connected even all the way out here. Didn't used to think it was such a special thing. The whole world's one big network back before the Death Stranding. Video, audio, text, every bit of information was available for one and all. But now we've gone one better. The chiral network and the printer can be used to send tangible things. Well, in a way. Welcome to the new America. Once we're able to send food and medicine too, you won't have to put our neck out on the line for your neck out on the line for our sake anymore. I hope the day comes soon. I really do.
He's your boyfriend.
Ooh.
Victor
Ew.
Frank.
I wanted to read. Go, click it. How's it going, Sam? So you put Port Knot City back on the map. Not bad. Folks around here seem pretty pumped about becoming part of the UCA and all that comes with it. Chiral printers especially. You should have seen their faces when I gave them a demo. It was like I was conjuring equipment out of thin air, which he is. Oh, and before I forget, I should also thank you for all the stuff you brought and for taking care of that BT too. You've given everyone a shot of inspiration and courage to carry on, and there's not much that's more precious than that these days. There was a time when I was so shit scared of BTs that I just wanted to shut myself away and hide forever. But that's not an option. I know that now. We're on the front lines here. Bridges isn't going to make it all the way west if we don't step up our game. But don't worry, we won't City back on its feet in no time. We'll get. I won't take up any more of your time. That's all I had to say. Anyway, a couple of the guys wanted me to write to you to make sure you knew we had your back. Come what may, we won't be throwing in the towel. Same goes for you, right? Oh, that's nice.
I like Victor Frank.
Yeah. George Baton, sending you likes.
I don't like this guy.
Yeah. Still keeping on, Sam? Me, I've been practicing going outside longer and farther each time. Thought I'd conquer my fears at one point, that I'd be making deliveries like nobody's business before long. That was before I wandered into mule territory for the first time. I panicked and dropped damn near everything I was carrying. Guess it belongs to them now. A little hiccup aside, I've managed to pull a few signs and watchtowers and other stuff I figured you guys might appreciate. So it's not like it's all bad. Haven't met any other porters face to face yet, but I can tell they're liking what I've done. As in, they've given me likes. Oxy and smart drugs might help to level me out, but I tell you, when someone hits you with that like, it's a feeling like no other. That confirmation that you made a positive difference in someone else's life, it's grand, man. Anyway, good luck with everything. Send you all the love and likes.
These people are addicted to weird things. I wouldn't read the data we're streaming, so.
Who cares? It's just Tyler.
What?
Shut up.
Yeah, but it's on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, but who cares? No one else is on.
Okay.
No one else is watching. The chiral network experiments between Central and Capital One. 1 year and some months ago. Madam President, this will be your new office from today. The relocation of your official residence has also been completed, and the entire medical team has been brought along as well. Rest assured that information regarding this move has been shared on a need-to-know basis only. I understand that following the loss of New York, you wish to direct the reconstruction efforts from Central Knot City, but in light of recent separatist activity in the eastern seaboard, we no longer consider it safe. We will see to it that people continue to believe you are in Central, and Bridges HQ will operate as normal. As per your orders, the network research teams and official and delivery systems management have all been covertly transferred here to Capital Knot City. We are doing our utmost to expedite testing in the chiral network link between Central and Capital, while not neglecting your immediate medical needs, of course. This is our base of operations for the next stage of the fight to rebuild America.
My turn. Madam President, I'm happy to report that 1 year ago, that the trial run was a success. The connection between Central and Capital was established without incident. No chiral spikes or other irregularities.
Irregularities. The Cupid.
I was going to say it right, but you kept talking over me. I'm sorry, would you like to read it? Functioned within acceptable parameters as well. There's still a lot of work to do. Chiral holograms, how do you say it? Chiral printing and data recovery have still yet to be proven viable, but the confirmation that data can be sent via the chiral network is a huge step forward for the UCA. Our next step will be to use the Cupids to establish connections with the other cities. Preparations for the second expedition are already underway. We are still trying to track Sam down, but as soon as he's back with us, he'll be given his new command.
Mules and local porters. Die Hard 2 years ago. When people hear mules, they think junkies driven crazy by a desire to steal supplies we so desperately need to survive. But lucky for us, not all couriers are predisposed to this condition. Not all mules, in fact. They were professionals once, and some still are. Some even complete proper deliveries from time to time. Fragile Express has been known to use them along with the independent boarders. For those at risk of losing it, they say the only way to stave off the syndrome is to join a distro organization with a strong leadership and support to help keep you on the straight and narrow. You can strike out on your own, but that's no easy path. There's a reason guys who run solo have a reputation for being bulletproof. Likes secrete oxytocin. 4 years ago, before the Stranding, the whole world was connected. There were networks, social networks, we called them, that people used to communicate all the time. They shared all sorts of stuff through them. A random thought, a pretty picture, you name it. And if you like something that someone else had uploaded, you let them know by giving them, well, a like. Sounds weird, I know, but that's the truth. Eventually someone ran tests on the users of these networks and discovered that receiving a like triggered a rush of oxytocin. The theory was that it stemmed from a sense of being acknowledged. Even though you couldn't see the person you were interacting with, it still felt like they were accepting you, praising you. And who wouldn't like that? But that's the same process. But that same process is at the heart of the mule phenomenon. It's believed that an overdependence on oxytocin rush provided by these kinds of interactions is a factor in porters going rogue. With this in mind, it wouldn't be wrong to characterize mules as oxytocin addicts. In essence, they're social animals at the mercy of validation. Interesting. Repatriates and void outs. 3 years ago. Want me to read it?
No, I read. My turn.
Repatriates.
I have come across a number of old reports which make mention of humans who have certain powers which have led them to becoming known as repatriates. As we know, when a human and a BT come into contact, a void out results, which is analogous to what physics would term an annihilation event. These events occur when matter meets antimatter and mass is converted violently and abruptly into energy. The process is highly efficient, though some energy is lost to the production of neutrons. Similarity in a void out, vast amounts of energy are released, resulting in destruction on a devastating scale, which leaves behind a large crater. Void outs triggered by contact with repatriaries, however, consistently result in smaller craters. It is suspected that this is because energy is lost to the beach in the same manner that it is lost to neutrino production in a conventional annihilation event, and that is in the case of what? How do I say it?
Repatriates.
Repatriates. The amount of energy lost is particularly high. That said, how the repatriate's body survives intact is a far bigger mystery, and one on which I would refrain from commenting until I have had the chance to examine one in the flesh. One notable repatriate is Sam Strand, a former member of Bridges 1, who left some years ago and has been making his way in the world as a porter ever since. I do hope I get to meet him someday, considering how invaluable he could be in advancing our understanding of the true nature of beaches in the Death Stranding.
Timefall and power failures.
It's Igor.
I volunteered. Yeah. Igor, I volunteered to join Bridges. Signed up with my brother Victor. We see both remembered when America was still America, when we still had planes and satellites, when we were still connected to everyone and everything. The world was different, bigger, and we wanted it back. He was chosen for the first expedition and hit the road damn near straight away. Me, I got told to hang back here in Central, which was okay, I guess. Corpse disposal means you're taking your fair share of timefall in the line of duty. You get a sense of it. You get a sense for it after a while. A sixth sense for when the clouds are about to open up. Of course, the clouds themselves are a big tell, and the inverse rainbow's a guarantee that you're in for some shit. But there are smaller signs too. Changes in the air, a smell in the wind. When it hits, you've got power outages to deal with. As far as I understand it, which ain't all that far, it's to do with high concentrations of chiralium causing electromagnetic interference or something, which also interacts with water and kicks up clouds of ozone, which then makes the temperature drop like a rock. Anyway, I may be used to timefall, but that don't mean I'm immune to it. Believe me, I'm younger than I look. My big bro take a lot of pleasure in telling you that if he could see me now. And that is all of them. Fuck tips. God, I'm tired of going to tips. Alright, I already did everything from what I remember, right? So.
But you could do much, much more!
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear.
So,
Weapons detected.
should I
All
use
weapons will be locked until departure.
the bike?
All clear. Welcome.
Yes.
I don't know where I'm
Porter
going.
Bridges.
You're going wherever you need to go.
Oh, I'm just going right here. Now I'll park the bike in the garage. First, let me take my stuff off of it.
It's getting hot in here.
And then
Storing vehicle.
Simon didn't say.
alright.
How many hours you got in this so far?
Can I look at that?
I have no idea.
Probably like 15 to 20. I don't know. I couldn't look at save data while I'm here, so I don't think I could tell. Load, save game. Nah, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Because I think you played it over 2 hours earlier.
Yeah.
You do like first.
I probably have like 15.
Yeah, because you do like about 2 or more hours a day.
No, I played.
Except for that first day where you only.
I
did
played
the,
for an
like,
hour.
Yeah, because someone was tired.
Anna.
Well, you know what? You can suck my dick.
I knew it. Oh, that's a frowny face. I don't like the frowny face.
Yeah, what are you doing? We only like happy faces in this household. Tyler,
That
we
guy's
played
like,
a board game. Well, it's a card game. It's not a board game. I don't know why I said that. But because I've been wanting it, and so I always want to play it. Jordan's just kind of like whatever. He plays it because I asked him, and he's won every time, so that's cool.
what is
I
it?
wonder if there's like, oh shit.
It's a Wingspan.
Gonna catch a ride on that boat, Sam? Before you do, be aware that you'll have to leave behind any cargo you haven't gotten around to delivering. It'd be a shame to abandon something important, though, especially if you are close to finishing a run. My advice, put that stuff in your private locker in Port Knot City. Or, if you're feeling responsible, you could just delay your boat trip until you've tied up loose ends. It's your call.
What'd you guys eat?
Sushi.
This area is like huge, but I doubt there's like anything here, you know.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no collectibles. It's like anything you pick up is like, you know, just packages and possibly items like fighting the grenades or fighting.
Oh no.
Get it together.
This game has like a lot of momentum to it.
It's okay. It's alright.
Baby's like, what the fuck, dude? This ain't a platformer.
Hi, baby.
Hobby bee.
Someone's happy.
Alright, now throw it in the dumpster.
No, baby.
Prom night dumpster, baby.
Off limits my ass.
You run out there and you show them the true meaning of off limits.
Yeah, he looks way better with a hat. No ponytail.
Snack?
Oh god.
You came through then.
I don't break that easy. Name notwithstanding.
That's funny.
You saw that asshole too, right?
Higgs. He's the leader of a separatist
Gross
group.
ass bitch.
Seemed to me like he was controlling that BT.
That's level 7 for you. Higher, maybe.
Seems like you know a lot about him.
Used to work together. Guess you could say we had a contract.
You did business with terrorists? Whoever pays, huh?
He wasn't like that back then.
So what's your angle? You want to save the world, or you want to fuck it all up like him?
I wish I just wish things were different, alright? Here's alright.
Is her name Fragile?
Yeah.
It's fragile.
Don't worry, she still floats.
Aren't you gonna have to leave all that shit behind?
Come on.
Yeah.
We're the only
whatever.
cargo left.
It's nothing important.
Oh my god, you finally
Episode
hit it.
3, baby.
The terrible threes. Or is it the terrible twos? I don't know.
Is she pretty?
No.
Okay.
And her voice is like I wouldn't be able to listen to her for long periods of time. Her accent's pretty terrible.
Like her American accent, or just her?
No, it's not an American
dialect.
accent. That's like a weird gibberish accent. She's like Welsh or something.
it's weird that this huge boat and they're like, you can't bring your packages though.
Not
should
enough
get
room
there
for these boxes,
tomorrow.
sorry. Oh, she also has the dude cut haircut.
What? Her hair is cute.
Dude cut. Norman Reedus has longer hair.
Yeah, so I had a dude cut. It's fine.
I told you before, Sam. The past just won't let go.
Okay.
Listen,
I miss
I have
quiet.
something to ask of you. It has to do with that asshole. Higgs.
Did he fall asleep?
It'd be awesome if it was. He just starts snoring during her dialogue. He's like, what? Oh shit, he did.
Yeah, that's what I was like,
She's like, well, fuck. When do I get my meaningful dialogue?
low capacity, 200 pounds? Jesus.
Kilograms.
No, it was pounds. It was LBS.
Sam.
They can't make up their mind with like their distances and weights in
Do
this
you
game.
remember?
Yeah.
Let's use the European distance, but the American weight.
I hate the shading on the back of this dress, for specifically on her butt. There's just like a crease always there for her butt crack, and I just don't like it.
She's like way too skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like she's gonna have bones pop out of her at any second.
It's almost time to go, Sam. I had no idea until you told me. No idea that I was alive. Living is no different from being dead if you're all alone.
Poor Mom. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Plot twist, this is that
Here.
beach from Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you.
I'm so confused, because I thought
Did you
that...
forget how to go home? Come on. I'll take you halfway. And then you can do the rest by yourself.
I thought this was like his mom, like, because we saw this before with her giving him the Dreamcaster.
Better now?
Now I'm confused.
But she's also the sister?
I'll be waiting for you
Yeah.
on the beach.
I
Come
mean,
and find me.
didn't you say that she's probably a clone too?
Yeah, that's what my assumption was, because why else would they look exactly the same?
We used to play together a lot in this place.
You brought me
I better
here.
question this shit. Like,
couldn't
why are
make the
you
trip
there
on my
when I'm a
own.
kid, here when I'm an adult?
So long as you have a body to return to, you can't come and go as you please.
So you can't just come back east through here.
Not until you make us whole again, Sam.
I don't know what that means.
I'll be waiting for you. On the beach. Come and find me.
Chapter 4. That'd be funny.
Shadow Moses. Raiden's gonna push that boat back.
Yeah. I was gonna catch it.
She's French. She doesn't have a very strong accent, though.
How you sleep.
I can't believe you picked up on it.
Need to pick me up?
I mean, she doesn't sound
Welcome
American
to
at all.
Lake Knot City.
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't really listening to it. Like, I thought her
What?
voice was fine.
Nothing.
Look at her fucking just
go.
eat these things. What the fuck hurt you in the last 5 minutes?
Nothing. She
She's
probably
like-
just likes a snack.
She's like,
Well,
I like
it increases your immunity to timefall.
Oh, yeah, and she's like covered in the shit, right?
Yeah, her body's fucked up.
Well, that's what happens when you dance naked in the rain.
Yeah, it is weird, right? Where she's like, I got covered head, like neck to toe, and it's just like, what? Why are
This
you wearing
cargo
a
is from Port
mask
Knot
and
City,
no clothes?
bound for Lake Knot.
Right? She's like, well, that's why I
I'll
bring
leave
the
these up
umbrella
to you.
now, because before it was just like a
The
stupid
dispatch
fisherman's
terminal is
hat.
up ahead. In the meantime, I've got some business to attend to. Later, alligator.
I feel like that umbrella would actually do literally nothing.
It's a timefall.
All I know is she better do like a Mary Poppins at some point.
That's why it's vibrate. It like vibrates awkwardly. It's specifically to fight against timefall. So there's a lot of shit. Look, all my stuff is here.
They were like, you can't bring anything.
Here it is.
Blah, 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 blah.
Cool.
What do you think, Jordan? Is she pretty?
Yeah.
Okay. I think she's pretty.
Huh?
I think she's pretty.
You both have low standards.
Yeah, well, that's why we're together.
Yeah, you already told me that joke.
Not a joke. Your joke. See the difference?
I know, that's why I'm single. I still haven't met a woman as pretty as me on
Ceramics?
the planet.
Make new things. Are you overweight? Oh no. You're
Nah. Now I'm gonna be heavy as fuck.
Fatty, bombalatti.
Okay.
This is cute. Oh, a new song.
It's a lot of fucking lost cargo. I can't carry all this.
Choices to be made.
Well, it's actually just around the corner.
Just around the river bend.
I wish I had a pet raccoon.
Excel.
Go get that other shit. Get it all.
Oh no, Chiral Network. I don't have enough space for all that stuff. It's XL. Yeah, I can't. I got what I got.
I wonder how Kojima came up with the idea for this game.
It's
He
super
read
Kojima.
the Postman.
Yeah. He talked about all of his
Inspirations.
inspirations at some points. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much I like this game. It's fucking awesome. Oh, am I too tall to get through this?
Clearance height.
That's a thing. I've seen it. It's already happened to me. The shit gets knocked off of you.
Who was lazy enough to just leave all that shit in that building when it was like the delivery point was just right out the door?
Yeah. Well, some of it's not.
Contaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Bridges.
Not city.
More than meets the eye.
So what, from what I can tell, is the middle of the United States is a giant lake.
It's probably
So they
formed
needed
from
to
a
use a
crater.
boat to
That,
get to
that
the
makes sense,
yeah.
Deliver.
Probably Denver, Colorado is what did that whole area.
I don't know.
Welcome. You're watching your boat.
You walked away from the controller.
What happened?
And Anna put her controller down and walked away from it, and so pulled off of the test.
I'm gonna have to take a second look. All clear.
Hey look, there are black people.
Cargo looks great too. Been a while since we got some of this stuff.
Shit. Is there an iPod plugger in the cabinet behind you, babe?
You could try this one. I don't know if it'll work.
Thank you. Why is this not? You got an awesome.
Good, I walked 10 feet.
You know, it's hard for people to walk.
Don't
say
break my
anything.
controllers.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
You're just not being careful.
I am, Jordan. It's just like
Okay.
a lot of wires and stuff that I can't see because it's dark. See, unbelievable spell again.
I know, put it in your lap.
But there's more cords on here.
Your sync level with other players has increased by 10%. You can now make 5 more strand contracts. You can now make more cooperative requests. The period in which your send likes have been increased to 8 seconds instead of 7. Rocking it.
Sorry for the hassle. Can't be too careful these days. Oh, we heard you were carrying a Cupid. Is that right? You're clear to link us up.
Like really cheap people, it's like 1 to 2 black people.
Oh. Cool. Knock City join the UCA. Smoke emitting decoy cargo. New interview preppers and the lake at ground zero. Oh, look at that. Lake at ground zero. So that's probably where the Death Stranding happened originally.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what the hell's in that part of the country that would be so populated.
The area is now connected to the chiral network, enabling you to... Okay.
So we're finally on the network. Long time coming. We won't hold anything back. Capital Knot City will get everything. If all this info sharing makes everyone safer, I'm all for it. You can bet I'm not the only one here who feels that way. I suppose it was better when Bridges 1 first came this way.
William Lake.
At least I don't remember terrorists and BTs making our lives difficult back then. Well, be careful out there. The world's not what it used to be. And thank you.
Finally made it past ground zero, Sam. Congratulations. And thank you. It'll only get harder from here, though.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
When we first came through, it was different. Peaceful. The 3 cities out there, Lake, Middle, and South Knot, were all on board with our plans for reconstruction. Fragile Express was contracted by all 3 and kept supplies moving, and people connected. But that all changed a year ago, when the Separatists carried out their attacks. One took out Middle Knot City. They detonated nukes from the old days.
Wow.
Half of South Knot City went up on the other. Casualties were devastating.
These
Bridges
nukes, why?
doesn't have
You just
the
kill
resources
somebody.
to link up the remaining cities on its own. We need to secure the support of everyone, even those who want nothing to do with the UCA. Impossible as that may seem.
The situation has changed dramatically since Bridges 1 first went west. The destruction of Middle Knot in particular forced us to adapt a new strategy. It's like Amelie said, we don't have the time or resources to construct another knot on that scale. That's why we've taken to cutting deals with preppers and the like. Our only recourse is to utilize their shelters to bolster the strength of the network.
It takes a special kind of person to live out here on their own. The kind that'll tell us to fuck off if we ask them to join the UCA.
Oh, we know. No one's expecting them to say yes up front. But even if they don't like dealing with most people, they got on okay with Fragile Express.
Don't tell me. You want us to use her credentials to get in good with them?
Bingo. She's agreed to it too.
And in exchange, she gets...
Nothing really. A chance to get back at Higgs, I suppose? I can't blame her for wanting one. He took everything from her and then some. Time healed some wounds, but not hers. The work ahead won't be simple or easy, but it needs doing. Get some rest for now. We'll talk more later.
You gonna force me? Oh. But I have so much stuff to deliver. I'm a delivery boy. Futurama.
Planet Express.
Cutscene.
Here.
For me?
It's called a keeper. It means knot in old words.
In old words.
You can also use it to count stuff. I add a knot when I make a friend.
Okay. Then how about I add another knot every time I see you? This must be very important to you if you were able to bring it here. Very special.
It is special. I made it for you.
Oh, that's nice. It's
I'll
also
treasure
very,
it, Sam.
very well made. necklace by a child.
And it's like all the shit I made was macaroni back then.
Yeah, right? My mom has a jewelry box that I made her when I was in elementary school. It's shitty.
Something to eat?
It caught on fire several times.
Ask your boss man.
No. I mean, why are you here?
Got a delivery for a porter.
Hey, you want another bug? You want a bug?
On the road ahead. This will ID you as an associate of Fragile Express.
He's like, one of these days I'm gonna be able to sleep and not have someone wake me up.
Think of it as a kind of bond. Preppers around these parts won't give you trouble so long as you've got it. We were the only people making deliveries out here. This was our territory. Until Higgs fucked it all up. Me, the Express, our reputation, all of it.
And now you want to fuck him back. On your own.
I'm not on my own. The cave, Port Knot City, next to your bed.
Revenge fuck.
So far apart, yet somehow we keep meeting. All that BT country in between where I should have been caught in void out. Yet here I am. Here I am.
You can use the beach?
I have a beach. You've got yours. I've got mine. I use it to jump across space.
It's awesome.
I can't conjure out BTs the way Higgs can, but I can go after him, chase him to the beach. Problem is, everyone's got their own way in. I'm only allowed to pass through the beach I know and understand. I'm sure you've heard the term multiverse.
That's what happened when I hit her.
The jumps take a lot out of me.
She jumped.
Suck my blood dry.
That's also why she eats those things a lot.
Place is full of terrorists.
Looks like she also does cocaine.
But if you're dead set on it, then you're gonna have to deal with Higgs sooner or later.
Look, I make deliveries, killing monsters and terrorists. It's not what I do.
What if we did it together? I could use my power to help you. We don't have to want the same thing to be on the same side. I could send you across my beach. To any place the Chiralian's thick enough. Any place connected to the chiral network.
What do you expect in return?
I expect you to think it over. Here. Call it an incentive. And call me if you need me. This will keep us connected. See you when I see you.
The jumps take a lot out of me, but I did like 5 of them just to
That's
be
why.
impressive.
That's why she eats those things all the time.
Yeah.
Fast travel, jumping with Fragile. Fragile can instantly transfer you to any distribution center.
Alright, fast travel unlocked.
Yep.
I was gonna ask if they were gonna do that in this game, because it feels like a pain in the ass to go back to where you started.
Yeah, for sure.
Tired, huh?
Baby looks happy.
One more.
You okay?
Maybe if I have my vehicle in the garage, I'm able to change it. Okay. What the fuck is on my desk?
Fish? Oh.
It's the crypto bites.
I saw something floating and
could
I got
eat it?
excited.
some sauce on them or something.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I
Oh,
got
he bit the
bugs in
head
my
off.
tummy. When you eat something alive, torture it.
Digesting cryptobite. Is that it? It still says.
Wash it down with some monster. I feel like this guy's gonna die soon. Jesus. His diet's bugs and Monster Energy drinks.
Yeah. Two grenades. One number 2 grenade.
You haven't been to the sink in a while, bruh.
Okay, let me put on my hat and go to the sink.
3 skips to get out of the shower. No crazy.
Perform action.
Damn, I'm good.
45 likes.
Oh.
What?
I want to get my tongue out. I want to get a picture of my tongue out. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I pressed left. I thought it was different.
Dude, he's got a nasty ass tongue.
Okay. PB gave me more likes. Yeah, tired. Alright. I can use the fast travel system. Let's go look at it at least.
Excuse you.
Capital Knot. Distribution West and Port Knot. Okay. My bike's at Port Knot. I want to go grab those things. Jack in to the Matrix. I remember this one.
That's it? That was the one we got from the trailer? You're not going to give us any more than what you put in the trailer? How
Was it in the trailer?
Yeah, like
I
the
remember
7
seeing
minute, the 7-minute trailer. I think it was
Sam,
that one.
access the Lake Knot City delivery terminal.
I have to say, I keep wanting to say this every time I watch one of those, but I have to say that I'm very impressed with how well they do BB's point of view. Where you see liquid, you
Sam,
see the cup
to review,
tinted glass and everything
Your
in the
present
perspective.
objective
Yeah.
is to extend the
Fantastic.
Chiral network from
And
Lake
then the
Knot
muted
City
voices.
to South Knot City. To
Yeah.
that end, you'll need to utilize prepper shelters as way stations. Frankly, it won't be easy. Fragile's tried to get some of them on board, but you know how preppers are. More than a few won't want anything to do with the UCA. So we've got to prove to them they're better off with us. Figure out what they need and what we can provide, and then deliver. Do that, and they just might agree to join us. All right, get to it. The list of orders is on the terminal.
So a new one, ceramics is a thing now.
Thank you for your contribution.
Ah!
Have a pleasant journey.
Yeah. Let me go grab those
Other
items.
things that you left behind.
Yeah, go where
They're in that place.
Keep on keeping on.
I'm assuming Jordan's liking something based on that noise.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my shit down here.
XX Lucky 95 XX.
Keep on keeping on.
Sprint for the finish.
Fans get up and they get up down. Arenas and
But you get life from BB and stuff when you hit those ones.
Name's Sam.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Here's that emergency fuel, brah.
Hey, how's it going? Guys like you make me proud to be part of Bridges. Thank you, Sam. Until the next one.
Alright, time to accept new orders. Okay, so we have to an engineer, to an elder, and to a craftsman. Fragile cargo delivered a mountainous area. Blech. Okay. You know, if it wasn't for BTs, this shit
This is
would
a
be
somewhat
easy.
unusual order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary.
Yeah. Okay, conditional F. This cargo has low durability and can be destroyed very easily. Try to avoid vibration and impact. Take the Devo. Okay. A device that can be connected to the chiral printer and used to produce entire objects based on only partial data. Is still experimental stage, however. Then I have
The client is a first-gen prepper. Old school. Been in and out of shelters since before the death stranding. Deliveries of his medication have fallen behind, though, and he's about to run out. There's just one case you need to bring, but there are multiple packs inside. Every dose counts, so you'd best handle it with care. While the client's life isn't in immediate danger, he's probably having a rough time. Don't keep him waiting, huh? You'll be handing this one off to a guy we call the Craftsman. Repairs, modifications, you name it, he can do it. Makes weapons too. Nothing lethal on account of his pacifism. In fact, if you give him something lethal, he'll turn it into something that isn't. A tool designed purely for self-defense. That's what the gun parts listed in the order are for. Make sure they get to him and no one else. Guns make bodies, and bodies make craters. While you're at it, I'd also like you to transport some blood bags and hematic grenades. You know, the ones you field tested against BTs and delivered to Lake Knot City. You'd like to dole them out to the local porters. We've got no reason to keep them to ourselves, so I figured we may as well oblige him. Your destination is a shelter south of Lake Knot City. The package you're carrying contains a network-ready Evo-Devo unit. A special device that applies the principles of evolutionary biology to practical problems. When used in conjunction with a chiral printer, it can recreate items from incomplete structural data. It's a prototype, but so far our trials have been successful. The client is a civilian. We call him the engineer, who's agreed to put the unit through validation testing for us. Be careful. The EDU is a delicate piece of equipment that must be handled with care. If you don't, it can and will break. Oh, and the engineer is second gen, born in the shelter.
Oh,
Not so
damn.
good with people, but he's a whiz with machines. Or so I hear.
cool. Alright.
An empty container tagged with a fake ID, aka decoy cargo. Could be useful for fooling folks who can't get enough of other people's deliveries.
But is it worth the weight of having it? The weight. Yeah, not weight.
Yeah, I don't even know how much it weighs.
3 pounds.
Oh,
Kilograms. Whatever.
I guess I'll take 1 or 2.
God damn it.
I'll take 1. I don't really need these.
Aren't you gonna bring some of them to the dude, or is that a separate package?
Separate package. EX grenades is like I can use on BTs, but with the fucking death grenades, I don't really need them. I have hermetic grenades, have 5, so I have 10 hermetic grenades. As long as they hold up and there's not a crazy amount of BTs, should be fine. 91 kilograms. Oh look, people left a bunch of stuff in here. Might as well deliver these to my fucking place. Thanks, guys. I actually, if you max out your facility with this stuff, it makes sense to just put some in there, you know, in the share locker.
Thank you for your continued support.
And the next person can pick it up. I don't think anything else. I mean, they left a bunch of bridge boots, but... all this stuff is fine. Cool.
Thank you for your contribution.
Alright. Trying to figure out where I'm going. So I got 3 locales. This one's fragile. Right? Deliver the Evo Devo prescription gun. Yeah. So, oh look, it kind of shows you the best arranged by proximity. Engineer Elder and then Craftsman last. Okay. So, mules are here. The fragile thing is what's gonna suck about fighting mules there. cliff. Can I go this way?
I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm gonna need a lot more ladders to make it up there.
Sorry.
If I make it here, let's try going through here. Where is that? Timefall. I don't know. I just need to make it to the craftsman. I can't really make out what all that shit is. It's kind of hilly. What happened to the... Oh. I thought this was the engineer for some stupid region. After the engineer, I had to figure out how to get to the L there. Sure. Oops. That seems good. Let's do it.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Passing through mule territory. Move fast and quiet. As if they see you. If they catch you, to think that they're parents reporters like you who risk life and limb to try and keep our country together. And now their broken children carry on the work without any understanding of what it once meant. It's a ritual to them. The delivery. An insatiable addiction. And they'll be coming for you to get their next fix. Keep on keeping on.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Any faster?
Construction complete.
Oh, so this area, that thing is a fucking... This is my best way. Would be to go around here.
used to run through there back in the day. The first expedition team left behind a paver, but to finish the job, you'll need more than that.
Quite a bit of enemies here, huh? This terrain is cool.
The kind of desert look.
Yeah.
Whoa. That was close.
There's a lot of them over there. God damn, motherfuckers. Another one. Fucking multiple ones. Oh shit. Damn. Stamina went down a lot. I think that's it for the last whole row.
I feel like you're like in Mexico trying to cross the American border right now.
400 medals? God damn. I'm gonna put a ladder down here. Might need these later, but hopefully at the engineer look. Oh, never mind. It's not even long enough to get across. I can do from this rock to that rock. Oh shit. Oh god. Come on. Damn. What the hell was that sound? I've got to leave the cargo in. Chiral network has been left.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, you missed a lot.
Did I?
No, I don't think so. I just plotted my route over to the first person, the engineer.
Uh-huh.
And then I avoided a lot of mules. They didn't really see me or anything, so that's pretty nice.
So this is the first dude?
Yeah.
Nice.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Evo unit.
It's crazy that these people are like so anti-outside that they're like, this is a door to my house, but you can't come in.
Sam Bridges, I presume? I've heard of you. The man trekking across the country trying to reconnect folks. I appreciate you bringing me this. I do. Times have been tough without Fragile Express to handle deliveries. Let me just check the cargo. Huh. Wow. You took really good care of this.
Yeah, I only bumped into one
I'll let
wall.
Bridges know how the V&V testing goes. Thanks again.
I like how people are like, oh yeah, I've heard of you, and it's just like, I literally just connected the thingy. Well, I guess they can...
I mean, he's been around for years. And Amelia has gone through here. Who's his sister?
Yeah, I know, right? Question mark?
Face it, she's not real. She's a figment of our imagination.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would probably prefer that versus what's actually going to end up happening with her.
I need you to understand something.
Okay.
It's about Fragile. You might have heard she helped terrorists, that she didn't care who got hurt. But I'm telling you, that's gotta be bullshit. Her and her people put their lives on the line to get us what we needed. She's a hero through and through. Look, I was born in this shelter. The only world I've ever known is within these walls. So when people talk about America, I can't even begin to imagine it. But if that Cupid connects me to everyone else, I won't have to. So yeah, I want to join the UCA.
He was easy.
I want to see what I've been missing.
But that's what I'm saying, it's just crazy that people have like heard of all this shit when it's like, you're not even connected. Like, how have you heard anything? How do you get news?
There's stuff borders and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
That's
but like they've been mentioning, you know, like people don't make as many deliveries, like way not as many because
boom, baby. Power skeleton.
You could hold more shit.
Smoke grenade. Who? It's good that we got this before we go visit the next one. Hideo. I'm just kidding.
And with that, my
Apparently, if you get the
chiral
was it
printing.
the deluxe version of this
Assuming
game,
it
you
works,
start off with
the
the
Evo Devil
skeleton.
unit should enable me to replicate all kinds of archived objects. We can rebuild America one piece at a time.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I can use the network to see what's going on in the cities. Track mule and terrorist activity. It's like you brought me the whole wide world in that package. Thank you,
World
Sam.
Wide Web.
Let's do business again. Oh yeah. I've got a little something I'd like you to put through its paces. An assist unit I developed myself. Works perfectly in sim trials, but I need someone to test it out on solid ground. And if it makes your job a little easier, all the better.
Amazon box.
Sam, active skeletons attach to your legs and augment your physical capabilities. The one you've got there is a load-bearing AS, designed to reinforce your joints. Just wearing an AS will provide additional support, but you can also boost it to maximize its potential. Go ahead and take it for a spin. You won't be disappointed.
Cool.
Remove cargo and equip. Oh. Ostrich legs.
Oh, it basically... Let me put it on my back for now. Alright. Okay, remove cargo and equip. So now this is on the ground, right? Not carried. There we go.
I like when he has the things on his legs, he's not hunched over anymore.
Good work.
Oh yeah.
Order available. Please
Look,
access
250
delivery tunnel.
kilograms? Oh my god. That's fantastic.
Jordan's stoked.
What did it do? Double it?
It went from 130 to 250. So that is pretty awesome. I'll give you 100. Cool. I think that's it. And I'm gonna bring on more ladders and fucking shit since I gotta go to the top of that person's thing. And I can make smoke grenades now.
That'll be useful against mules.
Yeah. I'll bring a bunch of ladders. Poof! But look at that, I'm not even in the yellow yet. Oh my god.
Jordan's like, my world just opened up.
People that got the deluxe version was like, this game's easy as fuck.
Yeah,
Because it comes with like a full set of skeleton equipment.
But you still have to get it in game. It comes with gold equipment. I don't think you get at the start. It says you still have to unlock it in game.
Yeah, let me see where. I wonder if they get it at this point in the game.
Yeah, maybe. I could take on orders. What does he have? Standard orders, delivery to Lake Knot. Nope, not going that way. Sorry.
All right.
These topics.
That's one
Cool things you
station.
pissed on.
2 to go.
Alright. So now, I'm heading this way. Online watchtower. He needs 400 metals to upgrade. I mean, Watchtower is just the thing you use to, like this, right? Yeah. I don't really, who cares to upgrade that? Why would I help him do that?
'Cause you gotta have friends.
I mean, I could. That sound. What is this? Oh, it's the...
Weapons restrictions lifted.
These have a charge. You need to boost any skeleton's effects. This depletes his battery more often. All skeleton effects cease when batteries get depleted. Yo, this is amazing. Look at this.
Just like, wow, this is amazing. Does his stamina go down quicker though?
Yeah, it does. Ow.
Yeah, like that.
Aw, he's happy.
Nice.
I wonder if the mules are gonna have upgrades like this.
Oh, well, they'll eventually get powered up.
Yeah.
Someone posted a code that if you put on PlayStation, you get free BB avatars for your PlayStation.
Yeah, I already got it. It's like
So,
cartoon. It's
yeah.
like cartoon animated avatars of him, and it's 2 of them. It's cool.
Yeah. So I was reading the topic, and someone's like, "I just bought this code off eBay for $50, and it's the exact same code. I feel ripped off."
Yeah,
And the guy's like, "Yeah, report him," and like, and all that shit. I'm like, and I'm just sitting there like, you spent $50 for a code for avatars?
My phone's at 4%.
Scheiße.
There we go.
Give me power. Yo, this is amazing. Okay, calm down there. Hold on. I think going up this way is the best bet.
People are posting their post boxes, locations, and items they're leaving in it. This guy left a motorcycle, a gun, and a whole power skeleton in a mailbox.
Damn, that guy had a lot of extra shit.
But you have to be connected to his strand for you to like use it.
Here, he says there's a thing in Luden's fan. All that stuff.
I would leave it by the wind farm. No one goes out there ever.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile express.
Look at this. Can I even get in there?
Weapons detected.
Holy shit.
Woo! One more package. This is the same dude.
It's a different person. It's
okay.
The elder.
Delivering cargo.
Your load did not get any better.
You are my lifeline.
Yeah, it was only like half a kilogram.
This far, thanks to porters, and you don't ask for anything in return. You have my gratitude. Let's see how's the package. Wow, this is great. Excellent job, thank you.
Oh, he's so nice.
Please tell me you put the terrorists behind you. When Fragile, the daughter of the founder, started associating with other couriers, things started getting scary around here. Rumors say that she caused the explosion at Middle Knot City. And there's a part of me that believes it. Of course, she could be just another one of their victims. Are you connecting the chiral network? I don't mind a contract with Bridges, but I'm not going to join the UCA. Go ahead if you're fine with that.
Maybe you already heard it from Fragile, but preppers who don't want to be a part of the UCA can still sign a contract with Bridges to join the network. They get to use our delivery services and other basic chiral network infrastructure, much like our full members. Similarly, you'll be able to use their chiral printing facilities to replenish your supplies. They are not, however, obligated to exchange data with us. So don't expect them to share intel or help with the development of new tech. In an ideal world, everyone would be a part of the UCA, of course. But failing that, we want everyone to at least be a part of the network. They can always change their minds after the fact. The Cupid will interface differently with the terminal depending on the type of contract. So connect your Cupid to confirm.
Really, it's the same difference to me.
Yeah, right?
You're just not gonna give me any new equipment. No new unlocks, basically. But at least I could still use everything around me.
So yeah, once you get to the point where you are, that's when you get the other gold items. But you can get like the gold sunglasses and hat from the start of the game because they're just cosmetic.
The company just got too big. In times like these, we should all keep it close and tight. That goes for couriers, too. Otherwise, we'll just make the same mistakes. Republics, federations, coalitions, states. Connecting all kinds of people together. It's just asking for trouble. Sorry. It's been a while since I last talked to anyone. Travel safe. See you around, then.
Okay, crazy.
Good work. New order available. Please access...
I don't really want to give you shit, but here we go. That's only it. Alright, I'll give you that. Ceramics. I don't feel like carrying it with me, so... There you go, buddy. Alright. Is any of these going to... Nope. Alright.
Thank you for your contribution.
Good job, Sam. That's 2 prepper way stations integrated into the Cairo network. Just one more left.
Okay. Mules there? On a cliffside? So what do you think? Should I go at this cliff? Or through the mules area? Let's try to go this way. Okay.
I've been wanting a pina colada lately, but like nowhere sells it. I should just make it. Will I make pina colada?
Yeah, you make them. Upside
If you
inverted
like
rainbow.
pina coladas, getting caught in the rain.
I mean, we do have white rum, but I have to buy so much other shit for it. Blah.
Holy shit.
Do we have
This one's
dark
for you.
rum?
Huh?
Thanks
Do
for
we
the
have
help.
dark rum?
This one's for you.
I don't know, maybe?
Today's a good day.
Alright, let's see. Vehicle? No kidding. It's a lot of shit. But if I go this way... I'm gonna go there to A3. Should be a pretty easy shot over. Oh, someone left the PPC. These players leaving shit all over the land. Oh, it's another road thing. Inverted rainbow coming up. I don't have a lot of... Maybe I could find metals around. Whoa. That's a mule? Road construction. That looks crazy. Taking the rocks in the background is like... I don't know what the hell that is. This doesn't look good.
It's the Adamantis from Final Fantasy 15.
Ominous in the background.
Right?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
I just want you to like run up to a mule and drop kick him with like the skeleton legs.
I should go wreck all these mules, huh? Just put all my cargo away and just go fuck them all up.
Right. Just go whack whack whack.
Not with Fragile Express, are you?
Like, this is a Hideo Kojima game. I'm gonna stealth rope you all.
Bridget is using their IDs to complete the delivery. Well, good work, son. I'll take that off your hands. Package looks... brand new. Wow. Been a while since I've seen cargo in such good shape. Thank you kindly. No, it couldn't have been easy.
Dad.
baby. Oh wow,
I
he
hate-
had no connection level.
I hate the fact that like people like talk to him like he's young, like he just called him son. I just looked it up. Norman Reedus is 50 goddamn years old.
Oh yeah.
Like that guy's probably younger than him. Get the fuck out of here.
Right?
But here you are, filling in. Keeping her business alive for her, am I right? Can't trust anyone these days. Don't try sweet-talking me onto your little network. You know why there's been so many terrorist attacks recently? Because you all pissed them off with your talk of reuniting the country. Join the UCA. I may as well paint a bullseye on my shelter. Just keep my deliveries coming. We'll get along just fine. I don't need any trouble. Though I will say, I appreciate these hematic grenades of yours. Quality work, gotta admit. Not the sort of equipment the UCA ought to keep to itself. There's a lot of freelance porters operating in these parts after all. If I could churn these out by the boatload and gear up those folks. Now you're good people. I can see that. And you brought my order like I asked. But it'll take more than that for me to agree to what you're asking. Chiral Network is a big step.
Okay, then don't do it. Why the fuck are you still talking to me?
You could prove to me Bridges is an organization I can trust. Well, how about this? Do another run for me. I'll put the details on the terminal there.
Good work. New order available. Please act.
Recover the toolbox from a crater? Oh, from... Okay.
Not far from Middle Knot City, you'll find the ruins of an old shopping mall. They predate the Death Stranding. The craftsmen used to live there. Until terrorists organized a void out or two and BTs started showing up. Needless to say, the craftsman had to move house in a hurry. Grabbed what little he could and left most everything else behind. Which is where you come in. He wants you to go and get his old toolkit and bring it back to the shelter. His old home's locked up tight, but he'll open it remotely for you when you set out. Place is crawling with BTs, though.
That's what that rainbow is.
No one will even try to pull this off. But if you can, then the old man might finally realize Bridges is only trying to help.
Okay. BT area, huh? Gives me hermetic rays. Porter boots. Porter boots.
The toolkit you're looking for ought to be in my old shelter. It's been tagged, so shouldn't have any trouble finding the place. I'll unlock it remotely once you get there. Oh, and take some of those hematic grenades you brought with you. Nothing you'll want more when those BTs put your back against the wall, right? Here's hoping it won't come to that.
Problem is my stamina's real low right now.
You gotta go rest.
Yeah, but...
It's not a timed mission, is it?
No.
Order assigned.
Who are those guys?
Engineer.
Okay.
Gordon's like, alright, well I don't need to talk to you, goodbye.
Go get
Like I would have immediately have been like, people wish to talk to.
Rob them.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Keep on keeping on.
You're not gonna approach them?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, he's gonna give me shit?
This one's for you.
Oh.
Today's a good day. This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
Oh, he gave you a smiley face with a stick.
Yeah.
Honestly, that whole interaction felt like meeting like Martians or something. It's just like, hello, receive gift? Oh, you like things? Smile. Okay, goodbye now. Like, there was no speech or anything, you know?
Where's your walking stick?
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I know, right? That walking stick was dope.
So that recovers my non-capped stamina.
Oh my god.
But
18 seconds.
yeah.
At least
you're very patient.
Huh.
Like, I could sleep. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, perfect time to sleep. Here, Tyler, this one's for you. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Like, while we've been doing this, I have a headphone, like, the in-ear headphones underneath my overhead earphones, and I've been updating my iPod with some music and stuff. So I'm just like, well, Jordan's just talking to people, and I can still hear it through my thing. Oh, better turn it down. Oh my god, I just almost blasted my little ear out. That would have been terrible.
Just a little longer.
I like, you know, this is actually great scenery. You can see the rainbow in the background.
Right.
That was so fast.
Okay.
Did that, fucking eggnog not upset your tummy?
Not really, no.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, the only way for me... Oh, rest.
That means I'd have to restart.
I could head back to Lake Knot. It's quite the trek.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
How many? I have 3. So I have 15 grenades. Bunch of PVCs. Oh, no chiral network. Oh. I'm gonna go for it.
Wait, aren't you picking up a package here?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you have, like, dropped off some of these things at your...
It's a small package.
There we go.
Look how fast I can crawl now.
You got my text?
Perfect use of that meme image, too.
Thank you.
Kill all these fuckers. Oh, look at the handprint.
Oh, wow.
Something tells me this is gonna be a boss fight.
Keep it cool.
Kind of like they're all around me. Where's the terminal? I can use a private locker here. Oh, it did say it used to be. Jesus Christ. He did say it used to be his private, like, or his area. Look at all those handprints. Look at my Jenga blocks.
Yeah.
Jenga!
My power is decreasing.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be lost until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Oh, buddy. Let's talk to this man. You stopped yourself this time. Good job, babe.
Boy, she almost dropped the controller.
Yeah. It like, I think it like tugged on her a little bit, and she's like, "Oh shit." Cable didn't work?
Delivering cargo.
Yeah, the other one didn't.
What? You kidding me?
Yeah, but you've been gone for like 5 minutes.
You don't know what this means to me. Whole lot of memories in these old tools. The kind of stuff you can't replace with a chiral printer. I was giving you an impossible mission. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Wait till you see the weapons I make with these. Sam Bridges, you are incredible. Thank you.
I was thinking you were gonna die, oh well.
Increase that connection level, asshole. Yeah.
Now, to be fair, Fragile and her crew never did me wrong. Could say I owe them, even. But they're running with Higgs now. And that makes them as bad as him, don't it? It's as if all the motherfucking terrorists are coming together like one big, happy family. Might be time for us to do the same. Maybe there's hope for us after all. At least if there's more folks like you in the UCA. Safety in numbers, huh? And the new America to boot. Connect me to the chiral network.
Yeah, baby. I like how in this image you can see the crater lake in the center, right?
Sorry?
You can see the actual crater lake in the center.
Oh, yeah.
Where I crossed.
There's a
Bola
buttload of craters all in the center area.
Center, yeah. The new interview data acquired.
Right. Now that you're looking out for me, it's only fair that I look out for you. So, as long as you keep me connected, I'll keep on supplying you with my best tools. And together we all might live a little longer. Oh, by the way, check out this beauty I made. It's called a Bola gun. Should keep anyone from giving you trouble for a minute. It's non-lethal, of course. They can't promise it won't leave marks, but that's on them. If you think you could use it, take it.
A Bola gun, huh? That could come in handy. As is, you can use it to restrain human targets without killing them. But swap out those wires with strands spun from your blood, and it might even work on BTs. Go ahead. Give it a whirl.
Good deal. Well, you've done your bit. Time for me to do mine.
Good work. New order available. Please access...
I'm wearing socks.
I'm a sock.
Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, I was like exactly out of the range of this fucking mule project. That was awesome. Cargo.
Excuse me.
Cool. So I'm gonna need to head back to the Knot City. Not materials. I already recycled. Clean cargo. Let's go to the engineer. Anything goes to Port Knot City? Or whatever it's called. These are all... Damn, 320 ceramics. Everything goes to the engineer.
Excellent work, Sam. You've brought 3 way stations into the fold. The preppers are on the grid and the Cairo network is looking better than ever. We're planning to use a regional distro center as our next way station. But that'll have to wait. Got a priority task here. A mess in need of cleaning up. We need you to recover one of Lake Knot City's system servers. They sent it out for repairs and mules hit the transport on the way back. The server contains validation data for a new delivery system we're deploying. Once in place, it will use the Cairo network to automate deliveries. To us, it's invaluable. To the mules, it may as well be a toaster. A toaster they'll happily tear apart for the Cairo crystals and rare earth metals inside. If we don't act quickly, we could lose that data. So get your ass to the mules drop site. And bring it back to Lake Knot City. I'm putting the order in myself. Check your cufflinks for details.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Auto paver, online bridge. So this is where I want to go. It says generator, but there is no generator.
Weapons restriction.
Construction complete.
I don't want to do that.
Man, you punch everything in this game.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Oh, that
Weapons
was dumb of me.
All weapons will be
Wasn't
locked
paying
until
attention.
departure. All clear. Welcome.
Wait, I'm 30 seconds in the past. Tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just fell down.
Yeah. Oh no, not by hand. Why am I carrying that by hand like a dummy?
The new Green Eggs and Ham show on Netflix doesn't hold back. What does that mean?
Oh, is it because the stupid thing is too tall now? I can't hold it on my back.
Oh, it makes fun of vegans.
I can't put it on my...
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Structure upgraded. It's the biggest stripper pole I've ever seen.
Right. What does it need to upgrade now? 400 metals, 100 chryolium. I'm gonna do that just
I don't
because.
know how to do this one.
Beginning
Ahaha.
scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Can I
Verifying
not do that?
ID.
Oh well.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
What does this guy need metals for, you know? 400 metals. I went to 2.
runs with like a gallon of milk in each hand.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay. My character jumped. That's funny. Excuse you?
I want to be close to you.
You want to have your feet up.
Yeah, you're right. But it also has the benefit of being close to you.
She put her feet up on my armrest on my chair.
Jordan's not in defeat. Structure upgraded.
Yeah, level 3 generator. My first level 3 structure. Customizes bitch. I guess. Let's,
do easy way. Did we do that last time?
Yeah.
Do bones.
First of March, it's clear to me.
That's the only one I can only skip.
Keep on. Keep.
First
Keep on. Keep. Keep.
First of March, well, enjoy it. At least while it lasts. Your body is away with me, but I'm exactly where I wanna be.
Are you resting just to listen to the song?
Well, I'm letting my thing rise up.
I know your voice, I know your face. This is something I cannot replace. Give me hope and give me doubt. Well, I loved you then, but I don't love you now. I'm a long way from home. 'Cause we're a long way from home.
Look at all that Carvalian. BT Central over here, huh? Oh, it's a road. Players were able to make it.
Roads.
A lot of fucking shit over here.
There we go.
punched a ladder.
It's a long way down.
Ugh. Looks gross.
Damn, look at all those likes.
Yeah, he didn't finish it though, right?
It just looks like it's old. Like maybe it's not gonna go. It's not gonna last much longer.
He did. It's just the one before it stopped though. Brandon Chavez is now online. Can you not move me, please, though? Anna?
What?
Say, can you please not move me, though? You can put your feet up.
No, it's fine. It's hurting my knee.
Anna's got bad knees.
Yeah, I actually do. That is a true thing.
You have to think a minute, you're like, do I go back for that box? You're like, yeah.
Yes, I want the box.
Alright, I gotta release the rope. Got a stamina surge.
Battle music and battle tips. I'm like, where is rattlesnake. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, you ride by a snake and everything gets all fucking aggro. We're like, oh shit, horse is freaking out. Music escalates, whips out his guns. I'm like, it's a snake. Come on.
Someone's building a bridge right there. Alright. City. The entrance is over here, right? Yeah. Gang right here.
Today's a good day. Thanks for the help. Today's a good day.
Another upside to Kojima games is that he doesn't like DLC, so he puts everything he wants in the base game.
Yeah. Mostly, I really think that this online functionality, like, is a single player game, but that this online functionality just adds that bit of it that makes it feel really connected and good. Like you still feel like that, you know, that same feeling of like, oh, look at that character on that Monster Hunter has this weapon type of thing, you know.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Welcome to Lake Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
I wonder if like Konami is like looking at this game right now and be like,
Mixed reviews, I mean,
I know, the reviews are literally all over the place. I think this game literally has every number in the 10 scale. It's got like 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s. And then like, you know, then like the Famitsu magazines with their 1 to 100 and shit.
yeah.
I mean, the reviews that sum it up is it's like it's a good game, but it's not for everybody, and that's basically the reviews. The good people who this game wasn't for gave it lower reviews.
Yeah.
People who were like, yeah, I like this type of game.
Yeah, this game is like.
Good to see you. Guys like you make me proud to be part of Bridges. Thank you, Sam.
He built a good world, in my opinion.
Until the next delivery.
Good work. New order available.
This is what I need to do. I've lost cargo.
I always feel like you have so many fucking boxes, but these people take like one of the smaller boxes and just like all this shit. I'm like, where the hell all that shit go?
Well, because a lot of it is like ceramics, so you need to recycle this. And then, like, a lot of it is climbing anchors and all this other shit, you know? I don't really need to give them any more. So, ceramics.
You know why I have no room on my phone? It's because the iPhone insists on taking 30-second videos of goddamn everything!
God, yeah, Android. Android would be the best.
I don't like Android phones.
I'm gonna put this in the share locker. I don't need it.
All I
It's
know
a
is
lot of ceramics. What can ceramic can they go? Can it go to the straight?
Okay, all these pictures are good. What is this one?
Auto paver. Ceramics 480. Metals 640. I'm gonna go make that. So I need 120 and 160. Because I have a lot, so 200.
That's not what I wanted to do. Fuck.
And that's it. That'll be everything you need. 320 ceramics. I mean,
oh shit.
alright, let me make this quick run since it's not anywhere.
Yeah. Have a pleasant journey.
Oh no.
Don't mind me.
Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, look. Someone make it? All roads lead to the UCA. It shows the contributors to building this road. They all have durability. As the time fall happens, they'll get destroyed after a while.
Looks like it's got a ton of durability though.
Yeah. This is cool. It has this is an energy zone, so like your bike will never lose power.
Beginning scan.
Hey, just need to get a bike.
Verifying ID.
Yeah, right.
Keep on keeping on. Weapons detected. All welcome to Lake Knot City.
The Dave and Buster's expired, so I had to trade in the credit for something else. They don't offer Dave and Buster's right now.
Oh.
So I got us food at an Italian place instead.
Okay. We'll probably use that more than we would have used the Dave and Buster's. I mean,
and also it doesn't expire until March of next year.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Alright.
1 year from now,
So,
our Italian food expired.
Yeah, pretty
Let's
much.
get Dave and Buster's. Yeah, we'll probably use Dave and Buster's more than we would Italian food.
So now I can store stuff in the private locker. Okay, Hagmatic grenades, 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Repair spray. I'll store the full one. Climbing anchors, I have a lot of. I have 2, 4, 6. I only need like 2.
How do I add more photos onto a Reddit post?
So 2 climbing anchors.
Are you using a phone?
No.
Okay.
I'll carry a couple PCCs. I got 3. That's fine.
Wallace! Oh, stop.
That looks good. Meta grenades. I have 3. Oh, I could kind of throw that one out.
I can see what the reviews meant by the story comes in bursts, though.
Yeah.
Because you, like, between the traveling, there's no story until you get to a place and do a delivery, and then sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's it's like a very like I feel like there's more gameplay in this game than there's story for sure.
Hello.
But I also feel like there's a lot of story to be had. There's a lot of reading too. If you want to blow through this game, you don't have to, like 100%. You don't have to pay attention to any of this. You know.
The story reminds me a lot of like Metal Gear Solid 5, where while you're out, you don't get really any story until you go back to your mother base.
And
then you get like a bunch of story through there, then you leave again.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete.
There's some sort of spider theme going on in this too.
Spider theme?
Yeah, like if you like look at the icon of the United States for the bridges thing, it looks like it's on a spider web.
Yeah, it's stranded. It's like connected, but yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like a spider web though.
Right.
And then on one of the menus, I can't remember which one it was, but you see like a faint icon in the background that looks like a spider.
That was 4 times I had to click it.
Oh yeah, because you had to skip the vials now.
You okay?
Alright, I am going to go to the bathroom, but I also think is a good place to stop for the night. Let's read these emails, and then we'll call it. I got a lot of them.
Oh.
Alright.
Tyler's like, okay, I'll go. Bye.
Alright, Casualties of the Twilight, George Batten. Hey Sam, you really helped me out there. Thanks, man. And that book you brought me, it's actually a movie script. I mean, I knew that all along. Sorry if I didn't keep you updated. Anyway, it's an interesting movie. From an interesting time back when the world was divided. East versus West. The Cold War, they called it. The movie is called Casualties of Twilight. It's about 2 lovers who are caught up in the ideologies of the global conflict. And about how they destroyed the world in order to be together. It's just a short movie, but it's interesting from the psychological perspective. Some people actually might say it predicted the Death Stranding. I didn't think I'd get mixed up with the consignment of cargo that'd be stolen from the mules. I really panicked once I heard it was gone. So yeah, thanks for bringing it back. I really appreciate it. Victor Frank.
Hey Sam, was thinking to report back to you on how we're doing over here. First things first, the chiral network blew my mind. It's so much better than what I was expecting. The latest news from Capital Knot, way station dispatches, and distro center updates in real time without any lag whatsoever. What's more, we can now rely on generator power to keep us online. That alone's a real game changer. We can send and receive all kinds of supplies too, even without the help of porters like you. As long as we got the raw materials, the chiral printer can provide us with most anything we need. You should see the skyline here. Cranes all over the place. The city's turned a corner, if you ask me. To be honest, it almost brings a tear to my eye to see how far we've come. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. The important thing is that it's all going much better than expected. Catch you later, Sam.
William Lake at Lake Knot City. We made rounds of the local preppers when I first arrived here with Bridges 1. There should be some interviews floating around that the records team transcribed. Take a look if you got the chance. We were mainly scouting out the situation on the ground and trying to convince them to join the UCA, of course. But we already suspected they weren't the type to follow the herd. Why else would they be out here? Still, we found the odd community-minded soul among them. Not all were holed up in shelters by choice. Some were running from something. Others had just been born into the life. Getting the few we did to throw their lot in with the UCA was a pain in the ass, though. Didn't help that the chiral network wasn't up and running back then either. All we could do was put the parts in place and promise they were going to work someday. And now they finally do, thanks to you. Could be the skeptics might finally come around now that we can show them as well as tell. You keep up the good work, you hear? Get back to us on the grid. William Lake. Same person.
You've got to go the extra mile. Thanks again, Sam. You've really come through for us today. Now you can tell me to mind my business if you like, but I couldn't help but notice that you've gotten better delivery evaluations lately. Looks like you know what you stand to gain if you go the extra mile. Or do you? The Bridges evaluation system will see you properly rewarded for providing that extra bit of service to make people happy. Heh, speaking of happy, I just remembered the time you first came here after crossing Ground Zero. True, successfully delivering cargo to its destination is your job, first and foremost, but people are demanding. They don't just want their shit carried from A to B, they want a little more, you know, special treatment, something that'll put a smile on their face. Hey, I get it, it's a lot more work for you tracking down lost cargo, returning items to their rightful owners. It's not really part of the job description either, but you better get used to it because standards are changing and people are only going to expect more from their porters. Anyways, it's usually worth your while. Going above and beyond is a good way to rack up plenty of likes. And hell, sometimes you end up doing it without even realizing you did. I'm serious. Next time you complete an order, take a closer look at your results. See if there's a symbol next to your likes which indicates that you got them for performing optional extras. You might be surprised. It may all seem like a hassle right now, Sam, but you can never have too many likes.
The Elder. Why join the UCA? You still out there fighting a good fight, kiddo? I tip my hat to you for that, and for bringing an old what the fuck? Curmudgeon? His medicine. I'm doing a whole lot better for it. Much obliged. So in exchange for signing a contract with Bridges, I get meds and supplies delivered to my doorstep? That's no different from the deal I had with the Fragile Express. And while I may not have full use of this network network of yours, I can access the weather data and news I need to make life easier than before. All that without my having to join the UCA? So what incentive is there to do so?
That's also a humble request for pizza. My dear Mr. Sam Bridges, it is an honor to make your acquaintance. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Peter Ilgert. After hearing so very much about you, all good, I hasten to add, I simply could not resist the urge to initiate a correspondence. My request is of such great import that I dare entrust it only to the man who delivers. My sister, bless her heart, has been feeling under the weather, and I fear there is only one thing that might restore the color to her cheeks. Pizza.
Pizza.
I wonder if you might be so kind as to collect some from Lake Knot City and deliver it to our humble abode. I am more than aware of the gravity and urgency of your westward journey, but if you could find it in your heart to squeeze us in, I would be ever so grateful. Oh, and my dear sister is something of a ham lover. Please bear that in mind if you decide to oblige me.
Sick.
I like.
my ham and
I
pineapple
mean,
pizza.
obviously in like canon or whatever, like he responds to these emails, right? But like it's funny from our point of view, where like these like the same people email him constantly
Yeah.
without ever getting response.
The engineer, the commencement of the what did he call it?
Evo
Evo
develop.
Devo?
Yeah.
Evo Devo? Unit testing. I know it can't be easy out there on your own, Sam, but we need you to stay strong. I've started on a few experiments with the Evo Devo unit you brought me. So far things are going pretty well. I'm not quite at the stage where I can perfectly recreate objects, but I suspect that's only because the chiral network's coverage is still limited. The more places you bring online, the better my results, most likely anyway. Most likely. Anyway, I'll be submitting regular reports on my progress to Bridges. Rest assured, I'll keep at it. Incidentally, I've taken an interest in the Odric, Od,
Who
Odd
cares?
Odd Rock deck lately. These days, people tend to associate them with BBs or think of them as BT detectors, but they're originally designed as more all-purpose scanners. Oh, this is the thing on your shoulder.
Yeah.
For the direction of
Detection.
people and the detection of people and various objects. Seems they've undergone quite a few changes over the years. By all accounts, many of the original features were cut out at some point. One such feature would allow users to project holograms, which could be pretty useful, and another would utilize chiron connections to reconstruct past data for present-day applications. I don't believe these features are lost forever, though. If we keep expanding the network, someone's bound to take the initiative and create new and improved versions of them. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, Sam. We should catch up in person one day.
You know what I
Last
just
one.
realized?
What?
At that beginning part of the game when the void out started, and the guy that hovers appeared on top of the truck, and then he all of a sudden all the things appeared and started grabbing everybody, and then when you fight him that time or you fight the thing as the boss, and then the lady's like, yeah, he has the ability to summon those. He did all that shit, dude. He fucked y'all over in that one thing.
Yeah, probably. Well, the thing is that the body was already necrotizing.
Yeah, because like they said, when you had to deliver the president's body, they said they'd start to necrotize after 48 hours, and then when the guy brings the thing to you, he's like, it's 45 hours.
Yeah.
So like, shit.
It was already necrotizing and stuff like that, and obviously some weird shit was going down with it. And when I burned the bodies for the president's body, BT showed up as well because of all of that chiralium being left out into the world. So it's possible that was just a natural thing gonna happen, and he just showed up, for it. So, mules, heroes or villains? Final one.
My turn. Hey Sam, how's that bola gun working out for you? You put it to good use yet? Listen, I've come up with a few more ideas for new gadgets since we last spoke, and Chiron Network makes it so easy to share data. You can fabricate stuff pretty much. In fact, I might ask you to test them out for me sometime.
We can't hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Her battery died. Listen, I come with a few more ideas, blah blah. In fact, I might ask you to test them out for me sometime. It's in your interest too. What with you maybe having to go up against mules and whatever other crazies are out there. But if you do have to throw down, remember that mules used to be just like you. They were porters when the world went to hell. People trying to help people in all that chaos and confusion. Would have been hailed as heroes if they hadn't gone batshit. That's what most people think, me included. Though I heard it might not be that simple. That might be that they started out as smugglers, and that's why they can navigate all kinds of hard country. Guys like that, well, something tells me they wouldn't be altruists at heart. Guess there's no way of knowing the truth of it now. Anyway, Sam, I doled out a few of those hematic grenades you brought to me to some local porters, along with some blood bags. If they work as advertised, then our people might just be able to stand up to BTs if necessary. could be a new beginning for the whole community. Yeah, I think that's a pretty big deal. Alright. Data. We'll get a new controller.
What's the rule?
So, too bad.
What? Really? You know the rule? Why is it only
Ugh.
cats on your lap that we have to do the rule?
Well, where's the control cable? Give me the controller so I can plug it in. Alright, so where did I leave off? The Evo Devo unit. Hartman's lab 1 year ago. It seems a rather significant breakthrough has been achieved back at headquarters. They successfully integrated an Evo Devo unit into the chiral printer. In case you're not familiar with the term, Evo Devo refers to the evolutionary development biology. Your genes, mouse genes, dinosaur genes, the genes of every living being are virtually identical, and yet we develop into such radically different organisms. Thus the question arises, why did such disparity? Desperate? Right.
Where is it at?
Desperate life arise from the self-shame building blocks.
Shame.
Evo Devo. Self-same?
Yeah.
Building blocks. Evo Devo was the field of study that sought to solve that mystery, to lay bare the secrets of evolution. Before the advent of the Evo Devo, it was thought that in order to reconstruct a dinosaur, would require a sample of its DNA. However, thanks to this technology's ability to extrapolate from existing data, we could, with the correct stimulus, grow a dinosaur from the DNA of
Literally
any
Jurassic Park.
living organism. We could, in essence, recreate the process by which dinosaurs evolved from primeval life forms. An Evo Devo unit applies the same principles to the problem of information and object reconstruction. With the help of the chiral network, we may take incomplete data and indeed complete objects and reproduce their complete forms. This data can then be fed into the chiral printer, et voila! Partial data yields a finished product. The tech isn't viable for everyday use yet, but when it is, it will be of incalculable benefit to our research and bringing our reconstruction efforts forward by a matter of decades. Here you go, babe. Chiral Network, Part 2.
Before first expedition's departure. In a way, the chiral network makes use of the beach to allow us to travel through time. See, sending large amounts of data takes large amounts of time, as you'd expect. But the thing about beaches is, well, time doesn't pass the same way in them as it does out here. Might not even pass at all. Think about how the light from the stars in the sky we see was produced thousands and thousands of years ago. Routing data through the beach is like jumping to a point earlier in that journey, whereby cutting it shorter. Much shorter. Just imagine. Massive amounts of data transferred almost instantaneously. That's what we're trying to achieve with the chiral network in a nutshell. In theory, the network allows us to reconstruct old data that would otherwise be lost, and to do so with fragmented resources. Using what's known as the Evo Devo analysis, we could take the finger bone of a dinosaur, say, and extrapolate from that not only the dinosaur's form, but its composition, internal, external, even its thought processes to a degree. Anything's possible with the chiral computing. In other words, we won't just be able to reunite a nation, we'll be able to reclaim everything we've lost in the Death Stranding. More even, theoretically we could go back as far as the birth of the planet and beyond, and thanks to the beach we'll be able to compile all that data in one place and reduce the processing time for even the most complex analysis to effectively zero. Okay.
Preppers. When I was fragile at Lake Knox City 2 years ago, when I was a little girl, my father told me that preppers were people who decided long ago that they couldn't trust their nation to be there for them anymore. that the bonds between us had grown weak long before the Death Stranding. We once had a network spanning the whole wide world that could send items from anywhere to anywhere and connect anyone to with anything, but we still were isolated. Still, we were alone. Some liked it that way and even wanted more. They wanted walls along their borders, wanted to turn away refugees and outsiders. Some even wanted new nations all their own. They began to see the state as an enemy of their freedom, not a protector of it. The ones most far gone, they didn't trust the country to defend them if something went wrong.
Hey!
War,
Shade.
terrorism, natural disaster, you name it. So they built shelters and stocked full of supplies in preparation for the worst. Then the worst happened, the Death Stranding. America ceased to exist, and their shelters became their homes, where they would live and they would die. But while they prepared, they hadn't prepared to live there forever, which is why they wound up relying on us couriers so heavily. My father and I didn't want to go back to old America. We didn't want a country that pushed people apart. We wanted one that brought them together, that allowed them to support one another. And that was what we tried to work toward. The lake at Ground Zero.
When I first laid eyes on the lake here at Ground Zero, I was blown away by the sheer size of it. I never imagined anything could be so huge. This was just after the Death Stranding, and not many people had seen the craters up close yet. Back when I was still living with my parents and my brother on the East Coast, an explosion like nothing the world had ever seen before tore a gaping hole in the heart of America. There were all kinds of rumors floating around at the time that it was a meteor, that it was a nuke dropped by another country. I was just a kid, but even I could tell the adults didn't have a clue, so you can imagine how I felt. And then we found out that there had been other explosions, not just here in America, but the world over. By the time we learned they were void outs, and what void outs were, the country was pretty much done. But hey, that was then and this is now, and things are looking up. I just got told my kid brother's still alive. Word is he's heading up a corpse disposal team in Capital Knot City. Handled his shit well enough to get picked for the second expedition. 3 more years and he'll be out here with me. Can't wait to see him again. Oh no!
Yeah. Prepper interview the engineer. Go ahead, babe.
My horizons ain't exactly broad. That said, I'm not completely cut off from the outside world. I knew what Bridges was and that they were trying to rebuild America, but when you're living down here, it's hard to see how that's got anything to do with you and yourself, am I right? My folks holed up in the shelter after the Death Stranding, had a kid and raised him as their slice of paradise, and together we lived off whatever Fragile Express was kind enough to bring our way. They told us tales about the good old days, but I had never had much of an imagination. Couldn't see how a country long gone was of any concern of me and mine. Far as I figured, if Fragile Express was happy to keep bringing us stuff, we didn't need anybody else, and we certainly didn't need America, whatever that even was. But then one day I was looking at a part for this machine my dad put together. He was an engineer too, and I noticed something. It said "Made in the USA" right there in tiny print. Got me thinking that America might not exist anymore, but the stuff Americans built is still around, making our lives a little bit easier even now. You could say the old country lives on and it works, kind of like how my folks live on in me. They died a while back. Anyway, if they were American, I guess that makes me American too, and maybe the shelter is a part of it all. Once I realized that, I started pouring my heart into building stuff to help you guys put the country back together.
That's kind of cool. And that is it.
I did a great accent for that.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Good job, babe. Fucking tips. Go faster.
Tits.
Well, this is it, but wait, you wanna go outside? Alright. Cool.